Did you know that Leonardo da Vinci was born out of wedlock? His birth was pretty scandalous for the time period. This is the incredible story of Leonardo da Vinci, the genius who invented the future. Leonardo da Vinci was born in the year 1452 in a small village in Italy called Vinci. His father was a notary and his mother was a local peasant. They never married though, so Leonardo was kind of a bastard. He had a half-sister and a half-brother from his father's other relationships, but we don't know much about them. His mother died when Leonardo was only 15 years old. Later, his father remarried and had more kids. But despite being abandoned by his mother and shunned by society because of his birth, young Leonardo had an intense curiosity about the world around him. He would study animals, plants, the sky, the movement of water, everything. It was this insatiable curiosity that made him the greatest inventor of his time. When Leonardo was 14, he became an apprentice to a famous artist named Andrea del Verrocchio. There, he learned painting, sculpture, and engineering all at once. But Leonardo wasn't like other apprentices. He quickly outshined his master. Sometimes Verrocchio would let Leonardo paint parts of his artworks. Soon, Leonardo was painting entire artworks by himself. However, he wasn't just an artist. He was obsessed with how things work. Like, really obsessed. To quench his thirst for knowledge, he began dissecting human corpses. Back in the day, it was almost illegal to dissect a body. Only a few select people were allowed to do it. And those people usually did it under the cover of darkness. But Leonardo didn't care about the laws or what people thought of him. He wanted to see inside the human body, to understand how it works, to see what makes us us. This unusual hobby made some of his contemporaries uncomfortable, but it also made him one of the best artists of his time. His anatomical drawings were so accurate that doctors still refer to them today. In addition to his art, Leonardo da Vinci filled thousands of notebook pages with ideas: flying machines, submarines, robots. Most of his inventions were never built because the technology didn't exist back then. But they were centuries ahead of their time. For example, he described a machine gun in one of his notebooks. But it wasn't until 400 years later that machine guns became common. During his lifetime, Leonardo was considered a genius. Everyone knew that he was incredibly smart, but nobody knew how smart. You see, Leonardo wrote in mirror script, a backward form of writing. He did this to protect his ideas. Back in the day, people would often steal ideas and pass them off as their own. So Leonardo wrote backwards to prevent others from stealing his ideas. Unfortunately, this meant that most of his notes were unreadable to anyone else. And when he died, his notebooks were scattered, and many were lost forever. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Despite his genius, Leonardo da Vinci never became wealthy. He spent most of his life in poverty, although this suited him just fine. You see, Leonardo never married. He never had children. He lived a life dedicated to thought and discovery. He died in 1519 in France, in the home gifted to him by the king. Although he left behind no fortune, he gave the world something far greater: knowledge, imagination, and art. Leonardo da Vinci didn't just witness the Renaissance, he was the Renaissance. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.